Hi, my name is Tomislav, and in this video of Croatia off the beaten path, I'm going to take you to the highest peak of Croatia, Mount Dinara. In Croatian case, the highest means 1,831 meters above sea level. If some of you live near the Alps, for example, you might think, and that's it? Still, even that height requires a bit of effort. So stay tuned and I'll give you some useful tips on how to plan your hike on Dinara. Dinara is not only the highest mountain in Croatia, it's also the border to Bosnia and Herzegovina. This means you'll have a view of both countries during your hike. Hiking on Dinara is not technically difficult, which means you won't need to use hands to climb or scramble. Despite that, you should be prepared for a steady, consistent climb on a rocky trail. The easiest approach to this mountain is from the village of Glavaš, near Kijevo. By easiest, I mean you'll have to drive on paved roads only. Anyway, when you come to Glavaš, you can park your vehicle and look for the first hiking mark. If you believe the signposts, you should need about 5 hours to reach the top. The route starts through shrubs and trees, but later you can expect just grass and barren rock. These are the remains of the Glavaš fortress, near the beginning of the trail to the Dinara peak. You won't notice many signs of civilization while hiking. There will be only 2 basic mountain shelters, which is why it's very important to double-check weather forecast. When it comes to weather, note that summers on Dinara can be quite hot, with almost no shade and no sources of water. On the other hand, November through April should be avoided, not only because of snow, as you might guess first, but even more because of strong Bura wind, which adds up to the feeling of extreme cold. Apart from that, in winter it would also be quite a challenge to reach the top and return before it gets dark. Whenever you go, don't hike in running shoes, wear hiking boots, because of the rough terrain. Anyway, I've already mentioned 2 shelters on the mountain. At one point, you'll run into this signpost and don't let it confuse you. Whichever route you choose, you'll need pretty much the same amount of time to reach the top. We decided to take the left turn. It turned out that this route was quite windy, because it mostly follows the ridge of the mountain. It was even cold, despite the temperatures were about 26 degrees Celsius down in the valley that day. The good thing, however, was less perspiration and less need for water. And finally, after 4.5 hours of climbing, we have reached the highest peak of Dinara. The peak itself has 2 names, Dinara and Sinjal. On a clear day, you can even spot the Adriatic Sea in the distance. For the return, we decided to use another route. It turned out that it follows the middle of the mountain and, surprise surprise, there was just light summer breeze there. I guess I'll never find out if it's always like that or the mighty Bura wind just lost its power. However, the descent was really pleasant. In conclusion, I was pretty lucky to have my hike on a mild summer day. Thus, the bare mountain landscape gave me just a beautiful feeling of absolute freedom that I rarely get to experience. Apart from that, you don't get to stand on the highest point of your country every day, so it was quite a memorable experience. Thanks for watching, see you next time when I'm gonna take you to another hiking tour. It will be in the canyon of the river Krka, so don't forget to subscribe.